This year, I'm reading New Living Translation for my devotions. And one of the things I like about reading different translations for devotions, now, yes, ESV for my expository studies and things, but one of the things I like about reading different translations and devotions is you see things, and things are brought out in a little different way that allow you to see things. Such as this passage today in Numbers 13, verses 30 to 33. I call it the we can't versus the we can leaders. Now, when God told Moses to send these spies out into the land of Israel, all of them were leaders of their own right. These were men of accomplishment. These were men of leadership in each of their own tribes. But some of them were we can't, and some of them were we can. Some of them were men of faith, and some of them were men of doubt. Now, what makes the difference between a we can't and a we can leader? Now, look with me in Numbers chapter 13. I'm going to read you verses 30 to 33, then we're going to talk about it. But Caleb tried to quiet the people as they stood before Moses. "Let's go at once and take the land," he said. "We can certainly conquer it." But the other men who had explored the land with him disagreed. "We can't go up against them. They're stronger than us." So they spread this bad report about the land among the Israelites. "The land we traveled through and explored will devour anyone who goes to live there. And all the people we saw were huge. We even saw giants there, the descendants of Anak. Next to them, we felt like grasshoppers, and that's what they thought too." Okay, so all right. We can't and we can leaders always agree on the facts. Okay? The 10 and the 2 spies, Joshua and Caleb were the 2, they all agreed on the facts. There are giants in the land. The cities are fortified. The land is fruitful and beautiful. Yes, it's the land of milk and honey. Yes, I mean, everybody agreed with the facts. The difference between the we can't and the we can starts with the self-esteem in each man's heart. Let me say that again. The difference between we can't and we can starts with the self-esteem in each man's heart. A we can't leader feels small. And because they feel small, they think everyone is superior to them, and they think everybody feels superior to them. Now look at verse 33. "We even saw giants there, the descendants of Anak. Next to them, we felt like grasshoppers." And that's what they thought too. All right. So in your self-esteem, a we can't leader feels, I'm smaller, I'm inferior to these people, and these people feel superior to me. That's how a we can't leader feels. Walking around living in insecurity. A we can leader is different. Verse 30. Caleb tried to quiet the people as they stood before Moses. "Let's go at once and take the land," he said. "We can certainly conquer it." He said, we can do this. We can do this. But the we can't. They feel small, and because they feel small inside, they think everybody else thinks they're small too. A we can leader says, let's go. A we can't leader is always trying to round up people to agree with them. Look at verse 31. But the other men who had explored the land with him disagreed. "We can't go up against them. They're stronger than us." So they spread the bad report about the land among the Israelites. So they spread the bad report. We can't leaders are politicians. We can leaders are leaders. We can't leaders are politicians who go around and tell everybody, we'll be destroyed. This won't work. It can't be accomplished. They're always trying to round up people to join them. Again, their insecurity. We can leaders just stand up and say, no, that's not true. We can do it. The second huge problem with a we can't leader is they always want to fight people of faith. Now, look at chapter 14, verses 1 to 4. Then the whole community began weeping aloud, and they cried all night, and their voices rose in a great chorus against protest against Moses and Aaron. "If only we had died in Egypt, or even here in the desert," they complained. "Why is the Lord taking us to this country only to have us die in battle? Our wives and our little ones can be carried off as plunder. Wouldn't it be better for us to return to Egypt?" You see, we can't leaders convince people things can't be done and that they're going to fail and die. And then notice the fruit of it. Then they plotted among themselves, "Let us choose a new leader and go back to Egypt. Wow. We can't, leaders, get everybody so upset that they want to rebel against God-given leadership. Brothers and sisters, you need to make a decision. When God asks you to do something in life, never look at it and say it can't be done. Maybe with the same spirit as Mary, the mother of Jesus, say, how can this be? I'm always asking the Lord how. I don't think asking how is a lack of faith. I want to do it. I intend to do it. Show me how. But never say it can't be done. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. When God shows you a big battle, God's going to give you a big victory.